It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It is June 10th, and thank you for starting your week with Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. I am meteorologist Abby Dyer. I hope you had a good weekend. Wow, did we get some rainfall in the Ozarks? Reports of 3 to 5 inches of rain in spots across the Ozarks, with most of that falling just north of the I-44 corridor. Of course, we woke up to the incredibly heavy rain yesterday. There were severe weather reports. There were hail reports in the northern Ozarks, whole slew of things over the weekend. And thankfully, we get to start off the new work week on a much better note. In fact, this is going to be one of the most beautiful days that we've had around in quite some time. Temperatures as of 5 a.m. starting off really nice. We're in the mid and upper 50s this morning. It's cool, dare I say cool, early this morning. So that morning time walk is going to feel pretty nice early on today. I've got temperatures that are going to start out in the mid 50s and warm to the mid 70s. Loads of sunshine and a north breeze on tap for us today in the Ozarks. So really, Monday, starting off one of those kind of Chamber of Commerce days. I want to mention that even though we don't have rain in the forecast today, what we could see is a bit of residual flooding from all the rainfall that came through yesterday. It's quiet for our part of the country today. Cold front now located well off to our south, all along the south coast, and that's back in the portions of the plain states today as well. They're expecting some unsettled weather today. We are not going to see a whole lot in terms of rainfall this week, but today we could be holding on to some of the residual flooding. Water levels are high. Be very cautious if you're going to be near any waterways today or tomorrow. There could still be some places with elevated water levels, even on the roadways. So caution this morning, and then this situation should improve. And this week looks to help us out a bit with a pretty quiet pattern and not a whole lot in the way of rainfall heading our direction. Temperatures are also below average, mid 50s to start, mid 70s for high temperatures today. I think we're in the upper 70s still on Tuesday. Another gorgeous day for us tomorrow. And then by the time we get to Wednesday, that's when the pattern starts to warm up a bit again. We see this big ridge of high pressure in the upper levels. That's going to be moving back into the Ozarks, boosting our temperatures to the 80s again for afternoon highs by Wednesday. And the weekend is looking warm too. In fact, I see 90s in our future as early as Friday, and that could stick around for the weekend, for Father's Day weekend. So big heads up to you. We are looking at a warm up as we head closer to the weekend forecast. Temperatures kind of gradually step their way up. As I mentioned, I think today and tomorrow are the best for outdoor activities. Probably still too soggy to mow today, and certainly even tomorrow. We had so much rainfall in the Ozarks, it's going to take some time to dry up the mud. Sunshine should help us out, though, and I have mostly sunny skies most days this week. Partly cloudy sky in the forecast on Tuesday with temperatures at about 78. We're back to the low 80s by Wednesday. Thursday, little preview, looks like sunshine and high temps in the upper 80s. And then I think we could hit 90 by Friday. And it looks like maybe the low 90s will stick with us for the weekend forecast. Around the country, what's happening? Well, the slight risk of severe storms today is over parts of the northern and central high plains, well back to our northwest, and it will stay there. I have no rain and definitely no chance for severe weather for us today. Heat advisories are also making headlines across the country. West Texas still experiencing some extreme heat, along with the rest of the desert Southwest. Not getting a break from the heat out there. It's just been pretty relentless. And today is going to be no exceptions for our friends down south. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister Trivia question. This is the question that I left you with last week. What U.S. state is home to Acadia National Park? The options were A, Wyoming, B, Utah, C, Colorado, or D, Maine. All of the options have a national park in them. However, the one that is home to Acadia National Park, you may have guessed it, the answer is D, Maine. Acadia National Park, it is an American national park located along the midsection of the Maine coast, southwest of Bar Harbor. Beautiful, I am told. I have never actually been there. It's on my list, though. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And I did look up best times to visit, best time of the year. And they say spring, summer, or fall. Just avoid the winter because, of course, it can get pretty cold and brutal in the winter months in the state of Maine. But congrats. If D was your guess, you are now entered to win the $20 gift card to Scooter's Coffee. Here is your next chance to win. What is the distance from Earth to the sun? A, 9 million miles. B, 56 million miles. C, 93 million miles. Or D, 101 million miles. It's far. How far? That's my question for you today. You can log on to the website to submit your guess. It is free to enter. And as I already mentioned, Scooters has generously sponsored $20 every single day for a prize for just a correct guess to the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question. So you can head on over to the website to enter there. While you're there, you will find more weather information on the weather tab. So check it out for an hour-by-hour forecast throughout the day. Thanks so much for starting off your week with Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. I will chat with you again tomorrow morning. Enjoy the beautiful day. North breeze, sunshine, high temperature in the mid 70s. It's going to be a beautiful Monday. I hope everyone has a great start.